But if we don't train the children on being competitive, they will not make it in this life. This is what I hear a lot from parents and sometimes also from teachers. Hi, my name is Marion Hopfgartner. I'm an educationalist. I'm an author of 7 books in education, and I'm the founder of TLI Pedagogics. Today, I'd like to speak on the level of competition or being competitive in the early years up to the age 12. When we speak in TLI Pedagogics about competition, we speak mainly about strengths. We speak about that a child in the process of developing figures out their own strengths and grows them, and also knows what kind of areas they are not so good at or which are more lacking. So on one hand, we have the strengths. The strengths are the one on which we build. Normally, when we are very good in something and we exercise and we focus on that, then we become better. It even can be that when we put a lot of focus on it, that later we can become experts. Especially it means that we are interested in different things. I'm interested in very different things than you might be interested in. So that is one level of competition, we could say, which is more with oneself. So the question is, how can I improve my knowledge, my skills every day? And what did I learn today? So in the early years, we focus a lot on what did I learn today? What new information did I gain today? What skill did I acquire today? And when it goes in the primary school years, in TLI Pedagogics, we focus a lot on group work, teamwork, and working together to reach a result. This is one of our main focus. So the question is now, if we create this kind of environment where there's not from the teachers and educators created competitive environment, will the children be weak? Will they not get to meet their targets at a later time? We clearly say no. That has nothing to do with it. Number one, when you work to become the best version of yourself, you're actually focusing on becoming really good. So you will be competitive because you also know that you give your best. But in the first years of life, it's very important when you compare with yourself your own results, because when you compare with yourself, then you can see how you grow, and especially your self-worth will grow with it. You will value yourself. You will create a very good self-esteem towards yourself. The personality, to a certain degree, is stable at the age of 12. So from then on, it's also that you look around. What is the level that others reach and where am I? So now we go towards creating an environment also where children can compete with themselves, with each other, work in teams, team-ups, groups, competing with other groups, but especially also to find themselves. I see it very important that the first years of life are very much focused on my values, getting to know myself, understanding who I am, knowing what I am able to do, also considering what are my ideas of life, how do I want to, what place do I want to take in this environment, in this world, and what is actually the interest that I have. And that shouldn't be done in a competitive environment in the first years of life, because that actually makes a person addicted to the outside world, to be as good as the other person. But if not, then it creates a problem. So competition is something very healthy, especially when it comes to economy. It is also very healthy when it comes to sports. But when we speak about children growing up, it's very important also to compete on your own level with yourself. You need to grow strong self-esteem. Otherwise, when children are not having good self-esteem and very competitive environment, we know the results. When you go to the internet, you can look all of this up. But for example, in the Asian countries like China, there are a lot of olympiads and competitions at a very young age. There's a math olympiad, there is a language olympiad in the school. And the parents create such a pressure on the children that they have to be the best there, that children start really quite well in school, but then with all of this fear and pressure, they completely break down. They go to addictions, taking addictive drugs, which increase their mind level. And we always hear about suicide. There's a high rate of suicide of students who just don't dare to go home because they know that if they come home and they didn't get a medal or something, a certificate, they are not welcomed at home. And we know also that in some countries, while the parents are sitting in front of the television enjoying the television, the children are studying and learning to be able to compete in this kind of school olympiads. And this is not healthy, and it doesn't grow human beings with strong self-esteem. What it grows is very competitive human beings. But at the end, if someone else, and at a certain point, there will be someone else being stronger, they will break. They will go to drugs, they will go to alcohol, they just don't make it if they build up all of their being on competition. So it's really important to understand. So not again, we don't say the competition is wrong. It's just a question, when does it come in? When is the right time? When is the right age? And what is it about? Is it about, and how is it actually grown? The second step why we look on competing with each other, the later point, is also because when we build social skills, this is very important in the first years of life, till the age of 8, 9, 10. Social skills and getting to know oneself really needs to be established. If one goes to become a competitive person without building social skills, they are actually also hurting a lot of people and doing sometimes things which not just hurt others but really also destroy others, and that doesn't bring a lot of good establishment into a society. We also need to know how to live together. Of course, if you see a talent in your child to become the number one golf player, the number one baseball player, the number one football player, then it might be necessary to start very early, because it is really important for them to train their bodies in an early age. So that is something very different. To prepare ourselves for a work environment and to prepare ourselves to compete at the age of 18 with the best people in a sports Olympiad is something very different. The skills we need for a successful life, a healthy life, is not just competition. So when we go back to the basics, we start with the social skills, we start to get to know ourselves, we start with establishing good communication skills, we start with building up a human being that knows what is my place in this world, who I am, and how does this world work. And then, as soon as all of these things are known and the personality is stable, then we can invite them into a competitive environment. What is the important part in TLI schools? We always look very much also that students work with each other in groups, that they learn team building skills, but also at a later time that they can become competitive. But when the other one wins, they shouldn't feel bad. And they should simply say, okay, this time you have been a little bit better, so I have to train my skills better to increase my value on the market. That is at 12 plus. There we focus strongly on that. Till 12, we focus a lot on building up these social and emotional skills, getting to know the world, understanding the basic rules, how things work, and getting to know reading, writing, and all the things that we need to be able to compete in this world. So this is the message that I would like to give you today. And I wish you a very good day. See you next time.